sometimes that kind of explanation just puts us on hold, hangs us on the hook and said, okay, well, if I had to do 10,000, I got to do 5,000 more. So then I'll just take it easy.
Well, there's an old story my guru used to tell about I don't remember the details of it, but there were two devotees, and one was kind of angry, and one was a great bhakta. And the Lord came to them both, and they said, how long will it take to attain you? And they told the angry guy, you'll attain me in 3 lifetimes. And he got really angry. 3 lifetimes? I've been working so hard. Why can't I attain you at once? And he was boiling. The other guy said, how many lifetimes will I attain you, Lord? And he said, you see all the leaves on this tree? There must be thousands of them. He said, when you have a lifetime for each leaf on the tree, you will attain me. And he said, oh, hallelujah, hallelujah. And he started to celebrate. I said, why are you so happy? He said, I know I'll attain you.
Yeah.
One day I'll attain you.
Because winter was coming, right? And all the leaves are going to fall off, right?
And winter came and he attained. That's right. We'll rewrite that story.
Yeah.
So it's true that with the highest understanding, you can just be content. You can be content. My teacher gave me a teaching like that. He said, be content with what you have once, which had a very big impact on me.
Well, let's just show this,
Yeah.
We'll just say happiness for no reason. So that is content already, right?
That's right.
That's one of your books.
Patanjali says,
I think happiness for no reason is like the key to that's awakening.
Yeah. Patanjali says supreme happiness through contentment. Supreme happiness. So there's a paradox here, because if we look around our life with our mundane eye, a lot to be unhappy with and discontented. Nobody, even the richest, most famous, most powerful person, still has a lot of irritants in his life. You never can get all the ducks in a row so perfectly. So there's that aspect. On the other hand, the great philosophies of consciousness say everything is perfect right now. It's all perfect right now. So how do you hold these two? So you have to seek the perfection within the imperfection. And that's the secret. You don't deny that you're working on things.
No, wait a minute. The imperfection is inside the perfection. It's not.
That's right.
It's not the other way around.
Oh, but our perspective is to find it within the core of the imperfection. The truth is, you're right. The truth is that there's a structure of perfection in which we created imperfection with our little brains.
Yeah, when it's teeny tiny, little tiny thing.
But it looks awful big when your head's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's vast.
Yeah. I quite love this word matrika, and I think it's a good part of the
word.
Discussion, I mean, I've never really had a discussion like this. But...
Well, I'm very impressed because you've nailed my favorite idea in the whole spiritual literature. Matrika's hugely important.
So and first we go to a psychoanalysis and stuff, and they try to trade our bad matrikas for a good matrika, and they try to replace a positive thought, right? And then rebuild our life in another way that somehow it's not really going to make us happy. It's just going to fit with society, right?
Yeah. Well, look, give them credit. Every therapy, every yoga, everything is always trying to deal with these matrikas. They're trying that. When a sage gives a teaching, it comes from highest matrika. In fact, Shaivism talks about 4 levels of speech. There's the speech that we speak with our mouths and we hear, and even that is a miracle, that I can speak things to you without premeditation, and you can understand them and then throw it back at me. That's a pretty big miracle, isn't it? Miracle of consciousness.
Yeah, I don't have a clue of what I'm going to say.
And I don't know what I'm going to say to you. And bingo, bang.
It comes out,
And there's an understanding that happens.
Yeah. But it does come from, it looks like an old friend, so it comes from some kind of a memory bank or something.
Oh, no, I think it comes from your true nature, which is consciousness. Meeting my true nature, which is consciousness. And we reach out and we affirm that commonality.
okay, for a long time, all our matrikas are hooked together, see?
Yeah.
Because like we got we live in a web of society, of mortgages, of houses, of rents, of wives, of grandmothers and mothers, of sick people, well people, children, PTAs. And everyone, you pull on one string and all the other strings go frantic, right? And then they get more and more tense, and it feels like if you try to move one thing, something's going to pop somewhere else, right? And all these matrikas are really like we become frozen, right?
We just become meditation. That's great stuff. Great. We all live in the Truman Show. We think it's one way, but it's really another way. This web of matrikas telling us one truth, and it's hiding from us from a deeper truth. But at some point, when you get lucky, I believe, we get a spiritual awakening. Like, I don't know how yours happened, but you went from this guy to another. You said, oh, there must be more here. The way the Buddha suddenly said, oh, there must be an explanation for this. And at some point in my life, I went, I'm not settling for this. I want something more. And so we know there's another realm. Oh, so I was telling you about the 4 levels. So the next level of matrika is internal, which is your thoughts. These are very powerful. These are inner matrika. The 3rd level is what they call the pashyanti, which is pure intuitive thought. It's like the words don't form, but you intuitively know things. Like, you know what you're going to say in a kind of a formless way before you say it. Then you have a flash of understanding.
They come from different contexts, right? Because the first thoughts kind of come from like a lot of conditioning, and they're triggered by what's here now, right? Like our interface of our conscious contact, like. And then, but the intuitive thoughts come from another kind of a field of stillness, right? They come from like a knowing field or something like that.
And that field of stillness is the highest level of matrika. They call that the para level, which is pure stillness, but conscious stillness, pure consciousness. And in the realm of pure consciousness, all thinking, all thought forms are possible, but they're latent, It's like anything could be thought.
It's just pure potential there, right?
That's right, pure potential.
Yeah. See, because this is new to me, because I wouldn't have said that those others were matrika. I would have just said the first 2 were matrika, and then the 3rd was already some kind of like
it's beginning of matrika.
Reception.
The intuition is like the beginning of matrika, but the matrika is in the pure self also. It's as potential, because language at that level is not language, but it's meaningfulness or meaning, the possibility of meaning. That's in pure awareness. So it's not like
Oh, wait a minute. Now, what the hell is meaning? Meaning is just like, arbitrary, right? This is just like our assign. We assign there's a meaning here. Okay, what are we doing here? There's a meaning. Guys are here, guys are there. Someone's going to listen to this. I mean, what meaning? Where does meaning?
Not different from conscious. You're a conscious being.
It has no meaning.
But it's so mysterious that you're a conscious being.
Right.
You're a conscious being.
Is, right?
Like this glass is unconscious.
How do you know?
Okay, don't go there.
Don't go there, right? Okay, I agree. How do you know, right?
So, the difference, there you are a conscious being. So meaningness simply means the capacity of consciousness, which is the ineffable mystery.
Okay, that could be a meaning.
Ineffable
but not
mystery.
Interpretation. I was thinking of meaning as interpretation.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, all possible interpretations.
That's a pure potential.
All cultures, all thoughts, all feelings, all artworks, all novels, all movies, all conditions of cruelty and of love, everything is potential within consciousness.